Hi, it's me, Daphne, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking about the books I am the most likely to pick up in December. So December is going to be very busy for me. I'm traveling to California for a family holiday vacation Christmas moment, visiting my uncle in his house in California. So I need a book or two that I can bring on the plane with me. And I'm anticipating getting some books for Christmas, so I need to save room in my luggage to return with books as well. Anyway, also, I'm trying out this mic. This is the mic that sits on my desk because my apartment is so echoey. If it's still echoey, it's because I ended up using the mic on top of the camera because for whatever reason this mic didn't work out. But I'm trying to figure this out, okay? Let's go ahead and dive into the books for December. The first book I'm picking up is The DaVinci Code by Dan Brown. I'm reading this for my IRL book club with my friends in New York City. I'm probably a quarter of the way through it and I need to finish it in like 3 days for the meeting. I don't know if that's realistic. I might have to text them and be like, guys, I'm not gonna finish this in time. This book is technically the second book in a series, but everybody just talks about this one, and when we looked it up, you don't need to read the first one before going into the second one. I'm really enjoying this book so far. It's about a symbologist who is like a professor at Harvard. His name is Robert Langdon, and he's in Paris. He gets wrapped up in this mysterious murder of a art curator. This curator was murdered in the Louvre, and he like left this strange symbolism everywhere. So our guy Robert gets called in and it's this mysterious thing going on. There's a lot of like religious talk as well. There's like this kind of culty religious group trying to defeat like this secret brotherhood, but like we don't know what these forces are about and what they're up to and what their secrets are at this point in the book. But I am really having a fun time. It reads like a movie. I can see why they made it into a movie because you kind of like end scenes abruptly and like cut to the next scene and you cut to this person and then back to this person and then leave on a cliffhanger and then you go back to like it's really fun in the way that it's written. So excited to continue this. The next silly book I'm gonna pick up in December for my flight most likely is this Wordle book. It's like their Christmas themed Wordle, and this is just like a fun mystery puzzling type game. They have like a bunch of just like puzzles and stuff in here. And I have another version of this, like a bigger version that I enjoy doing once in a while. But I figure it's the holiday season. It's the perfect time to pick this up. And I think it would be nice on the plane to like mix it up from just reading and like doing a cute little activity. So have this as well. A Christmassy book that I'm excited to hopefully get to this month, which actually I will get to it this month for sure because it's Christmassy. And if I don't read it now, like when I'm just gonna wait another year, like no, I should read this ASAP. It's B.K. Borison's latest release, Good Spirits. I have the Book of the Month edition, and I've been hearing really, really good things about this book. We have our heroine who's just like a regular human woman, and this man who's some kind of Christmas spirit. Like he's supposed to maybe go to people who are Scrooges and help them like be better people or like reflect on their lives or something. And he gets assigned this woman, but she's not a Scrooge. She's not grumpy. So they're kind of confused why he was assigned to her. And it's their romance. I don't know how that's going to work because he's not a human. And like, is he dead? Is he a ghost? Like, he's not just like a living paranormal creature as far as I would assume. So interested to see how that will work, but I've heard really good things about this, so excited to give it a try. Okay, this next one I realistically might not get to in December, but it's like a hot topic for me right now. I picked up Told You So by Macy Neely. This is one of the Mormon wives from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and I'm just like so caught up in that world. I've watched all the seasons. I watched Dancing with the Stars because two of the moms were on that show. And I'm going to see Chicago on Broadway here in New York with my friend because Whitney's going to be performing as Roxy, and we were so excited to go see her. Like, I'm like entrenched in the Mormon Wives reality show right now. And Macy is a woman who seems just so genuine and kind in her friend group. Obviously, like, I don't like, there are things with the Utah ladies that might lean towards things that I don't like, especially like politically. So I knock them for that, but in general, I'm having a fun time. Her story, I know, is very tumultuous, like her past and her abuse and things like that. So I'm interested to read her book. And two of my friends already, I sent them a picture of this because they're also obsessed with the reality Mormon Wives thing. And they're like, ooh, I need to read that book too. I'm like, you can read it after me. I'll loan it to you. So I am intrigued to see more of Macy's story. We'll see if I get to it this month or in the coming months. Soon, at least, while I'm still in this vibe. Continuing on the topic of things I'm really into right now, we have Wicked, the first book in the series. I ended up buying the box set, which you can see right here. I saw Wicked 1 like last year, was obsessed, went to the movies like twice at least, listened to the soundtrack nonstop, was obsessed. I saw Wicked for Good like a couple weeks ago, wasn't as good. So I didn't see it in theaters a second time, even though I was a little tempted. But I was really intrigued by the storyline with the animals and the prejudice that was happening against them. And I really wanted to delve more into that. And I just feel like Wicked for Good was a little distracted. Like, yes, they're talking about the conflict, but it was mostly like, oh, we're in this conflict. Oh, we're in this conflict. And then it resolves so effortlessly in an unrealistic way that was so boring and underwhelming. So I'm like, I need to try the book. And I already know the book is going to be extremely different than the musical. I know it's a lot darker, but I'm just like, I am so invested in that storyline, and I just felt no satisfaction from how it was done in the musical and the movie. So gonna give this book a try. We'll see if I continue on with the series. Hopefully I do, if I'm not like too devastated or depressed, or I'm like, oh my God, this is such a downer, or like it's so disturbing. Because I have heard like it might be disturbing. We'll see how this goes. I'm intrigued. I might bring this on my trip. Do I need to explain what Wicked is about? Wicked is about prejudice in a magical world that takes place in the Wizard of Oz. With all that, I need more romance in my life, so I had a couple other romances that I was maybe interested in, or other books that I was maybe interested in, but they were just too heavy and like they were too long. And it's already December 6th. I'm like, realistically, I'm not going to get to these in December. So let me pick up a shorter romance that I might actually get to and would be easier to travel with if I decide to take it with me. And that is Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. This was really popular like a while ago, like probably over a year ago at this point. I know it has really good reviews. A lot of the romance girlies that I follow really love this book. So I picked it up because of it. And I just haven't made time to read it. So putting it on the list now. This is I think it's a enemies to lovers romance. A wedding planner and her grumpy ex must work together to plan a celebrity event in this deliciously spicy and funny novel. So yeah, we have a wedding planner, this woman, and this sexy florist who has these like beautiful flower tattoos. And yeah, I just need more romance in my life. I'll probably read some romances on my Kindle too. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'll add this now. I'd started Mariana Zapata's superhero book when Gracie met the Grump. So I have that on my Kindle from KU. I will probably read that as well because my Kindle will be coming with me on my trip, obviously. It's just an easy thing that I'm already in the middle of. I'm not obsessed with it. I heard the beginning half is like a little bit rough to get through, which Mariana Zapata books can be sometimes. But overall, I do enjoy Mariana Zapata's books, and I think they're fun overall. So hopefully I'll finish this sooner than later, but like we'll see if I'm in the mood for a grumpy superhero. He's kind of a jerk so far. I've started it, but I'm not that far. And then the last book that I might bring on my trip if I'm in the mood for it, because I really want to read this author's works anyway, and I've just been kind of not prioritizing getting through it, even though he's one of my favorite authors. That is Frederick Bachman's book. I believe I found this in a little free library. It's definitely well loved. It's not brand new. And it's called My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. And I just love Frederick Bachman's books because they're just very silly and heartfelt and like character driven and clever. So I'm excited to try another one. This is about a little girl, Elsa, who's 7 years old, and her grandmother, who's 77. And I think they're like best friends. And her grandmother's crazy, crazy defined as in standing on the balcony firing paintball guns at strangers crazy. it's just so silly and fun, and it could be the lighthearted read that I need after attempting Wicked, if I get to that. Definitely on my radar, and I love Frederick Bachman, so why am I not reading more of his books faster? Those are all the books I'm interested in getting to potentially in December. I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday season, even though it's so cold out. And I hope you enjoy some time off from work if you're working really hard and you're exhausted. But that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it, and obviously it helps out my channel. And I will catch you in another video.